Hello, kids, and welcome to the Domestic Disturbance Podcast. 3 comics, 3 opinions, 1 shit show. Featuring Mike Keegan.
Are you just going to talk over me the whole time? Is that what you're going to do? All right, thank you. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Thank you very much.
Carla Okerson.
I tolerate you. I think I tolerate you very well.
Tolerate me at all.
I tolerate you. Believe that. I certainly tolerate all your horse shit. Look at me, I'm being tolerant right now. Look how tolerant. I'm tolerating it.
And Tim Saliani.
See, Bill Clinton suicides people. What's the name of my high school band?
Be sure and stop by the Domestic Disturbance Podcast Facebook page to check out any new shows, upcoming events, or to leave us some hate mail. Music from our podcast is from the hardcore band Bore. You should check them out on Spotify and Bandcamp, where you can put a little something in the hat for them and purchase their music like good little consumers. Thanks for listening, and enjoy the arguments.
I think we're good.
All right. That's it. We're live. We're doing this live now, huh?
I guess so.
All right. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Domestic Disturbance Podcast. I am Mike Keegan. We're happy to be here. We have Carla, we have Tim, and special guest Tracy Carnazzo.
Oh my God, it's me.
90 Day Fiance Trash Talk Podcast. We're happy to have you, Tracy.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm here with my friends on a Friday night.
Yeah.
The woman I will probably leave Mike for, Tracy Carnazzo.
I can't wait.
The man I'll probably leave both of you for, Tim Saliani.
Listen, that's actually not a bad idea. Let's just split up right now.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
You take Tim, I take Tracy.
Yeah.
We have beautiful matching eyebrows.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, which couple has the better eyebrows? It's definitely not you guys. Sorry about that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I refuse to pay for mine. I'll just shave them like Vanilla Ice. It's fine.
What do you mean pay for them? Your eyebrows are like 2 caterpillars. You need to pay to shape them, not fill them in.
Like 2
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
He doesn't even have eyebrows.
We're in a fucking pandemic, Carla. Okay.
To be honest with you, Tim kind of looks like a panda right now. Like, I can't even see that he has eyes.
I keep it that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm testing out the low light for an investigative discovery. Fucking.
Guys, all the money into audio and not in flattering lighting.
I just
Happy
wants to
Juneteenth, everybody.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh my God, yes, happy Juneteenth. I'm so happy to be discussing this here with Mike Keegan, on Mike, because it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable at all.
Talking about my family just gathered around the old Juneteenth tree, and
don't.
Grandpa Keegan
not doing that. Not doing it today. I'm not.
Carla,
I'll literally leave. I'll literally leave.
So it's so nice to have just me and Carla here, and no one else. So that's good.
Yeah.
Wait. So is this video like? Can people see me, or can you guys just see me?
No,
they can see you.
Okay, because I washed my hair for I didn't put any makeup on because I don't really care that much, but I did wash my hair for this, and I just want everyone to know that I smell like watermelon.
Nice.
Yeah, I use.
And I'm not going to make any comments.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Just because I'm using a Suave 3-in-1 body wash, shampoo, and conditioner because I gave up.
Ah, fair enough. Well, you look tremendous.
Look what the homosexuals have done to me.
Carla, did you hear what he just said to me?
I'm just gonna be dropped all fucking show.
He called me tremendous.
He's an asshole. He's an asshole.
And tremendously great.
Carla, let's talk about women things.
Yeah. So
I'm doing a paper right now. I'm finishing my degree because, it's just 16 years too late because, everything was fine in my childhood.
What's your degree in?
So my degree is going to be a degree in communications with a concentration in social media. Ooh. But I am actually finishing a history class right now, and I'm doing a paper on women's suffrage and the passing of the 19th Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And,
you guys want to hear my opinion?
That was when Mike and all the other Mikes tried to keep us from having an active role in government. Sure.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing
and then we decided, hey, we'll let these little cutie pies make a vote.
They could do it funny.
Tracy, he talks to us like we won't beat the holy living shit out of him. Like he really.
Well, I mean, I gotta tell you, I won't because
I will.
I'm tired. Like I'm too tired to, to physically fight with anyone at this point in my life. I've given up. It's not because I don't want to.
I'm terrified of you too. So
you should be. We'll take you down.
Tracy's tired. Tracy's tired because she also dates another comic. So I feel that pain. I feel that pain.
It's not the funnest.
It's always a great idea to date comics, right?
Yeah, it's fun.
It's exhausting.
How do you, Mike? You and Tim have been together for how long?
We've been together 3 months.
We just actually finalized purchasing a house in Vermont. It's going to be a nice little bed and breakfast. It was
that's very Ben Jerry of you.
We were going to go Montana and raise sheep, but
we're going to make artisanal maple syrup and become lovers.
That's right.
But I'll make an honest man out of him soon.
We actually just
you guys haven't consummated.
So.
Oh dear. Okay. So Carla.
We lost Aunt Jemima, and she was my only black friend.
Well.
We lost her.
So can we talk about that in real life though?
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm not saying that I'm better than everyone, but and I just never. Yeah, I am. I always just eat regular maple syrup, like 100% pure Vermont maple syrup, and I'm like, I don't even really know Aunt Jemima like that.
We growing up, we had Miss Butterworth's, and
I didn't have nothing, none of that. I did. We don't do cabinet.
Never did
syrup.
Aunt Jemima.
No,
yeah,
I don't.
No, I did, and then probably around when I was 12, we started doing maple syrup. We never looked back, and I kind of thought the whole rest of the world did too. I didn't realize this was still a thing.
Yeah,
that people had fake syrup, but apparently,
I also fake syrup.
I also never realized that people were so attached to, like, I don't give a fuck what you call it. Like, they could change the name of maple syrup tomorrow. I don't care. Who gives a shit? Like, does it really affect anybody that much? I don't care.
I'm poor white trash. We use the knockoff brand Big Mama Jenkins, and we have it in the big.
Don't.
Why don't you just call this podcast Mike? Stop.
Yeah, Mike, stop. Enough.
Mike, I have enough problems. I mean, if you guys needed a name, you could have called me. I do the podcast stuff.
Like the water coolers in the offices. That's where I get.
Don't.
I wasn't even racist. That was self-deprecation.
Mike, I'm sorry. There will be no body shaming, even if it's to ourselves. I started seeing a body positivity coach, and I'm a new woman.
All right.
What? That's a thing?
I have. I'm not even lying. It's not working so far, but I'll let you guys know.
What do you pay for that? Because I would do that. Can we?
I pay a pretty penny, but it's very effective. She's trying to talk me out of getting a Brazilian butt lift right now.
Carla taught me that every single day.
That's all I want.
So, right, like that's literally what I'm saving money for.
Yeah.
So,
like, that's why would thing that I live for every single day? I'm like one day closer.
Like, well, I wouldn't want to give her my lipo and Brazilian butt lift money because that's going to set me further back.
It's balance.
So why can't you have a Brazilian butt lift if you want one? Like, why can't you have one?
You could probably die from it. Yada yada.
I don't think anyone's probably die from like butt implants. You can't die from a butt lift. It's because it's literally a fat transfer.
Clearly,
it's a fat transfer.
Someone doesn't watch Dr. Miami's Snapchat. So
no, I'm just Colombian, and this is what we do. We get plastic surgery.
You're not wrong. This is what you guys do.
This is what we do.
Silicone cocaine
people, but yeah.
I'm low key 84 years old. 84.
That's true. So now in your butt right now, do you have cement or caulk?
In my butt, what I do is periodically I take the fat from my fupa and I transfer it to my butt, and then I just wait for my fupa to fill up again, and then transfer it again. Yeah, with my hands. No, it's a Colombian thing. You have to know how to do. You just grab it like this, and then you just shove it in. It's great.
Mike gives her the injection.
I'll put a little caulk in her butt.
Guys, someone needs to take the cookies out of the oven.
That's me.
It's
medication o'clock.
Bathtub
medication o'clock because everything is fine. Because that's why.
Yep.
We're taking pills because everything's okay.
I'm not 100% sure I'm not in a fucking rubber room right now. So.
Are you taking anything fun, Tim?
Xarelto? It's not fun.
Xarelto.
If I go like this, yep.
Is that the flea medication?
Yes, it is. I have mange.
What is Norelco?
Norelco. That's what I shave with.
It's an electric razor.
Norelto is that what it's called?
Is a blood thinner.
a blood thinner.
See, okay. Carla gave us all Rona. And my Rona decided.
Are we still talking about this shit?
Guys, you know what's so funny? I heard. I mean, I know this firsthand, but then it was also on Rogan.
Yeah,
he talked about it on Rogan.
Wait, what?
Honestly, Carla, like,
you didn't know that?
When I get any kind of sickness, like Joe Rogan never says anything about it. So kudos.
Yeah,
kudos to you.
I messaged him and I was like, I don't feel well. And he was like, what's wrong?
He was like, don't worry, I have an entire episode about this. He's like, I'm the #1 podcast in the world.
So question for you, Tracy.
Oh, yes.
Hello. Question for you. Why is it a bad idea to date comics? In your experience?
Okay, so I've been doing a lot of research papers in college. So how do you want me to break this down? Like, how many reasons do you want?
Chapter 1.
Let's just limit it. Let's limit it to, let's start with 5. What's your top 5?
Oh, okay. That's good. Number 1, they're the worst.
They're the worst. Okay, got it. Agreed. Number 2.
Number 2, they're worse than regular men.
Yes, agreed. Number 3.
Because, yeah. Well, first of all, it depends. Are you dating a female comic as a female? Because that I'm like, that's fine.
Is it though? I feel like
that's fine.
Female comics are a handful too. I mean, you're definitely worse off if you're dating a male comic. That's definitely always going to be worse. But if you're just a regular old civilian male and you're dating a female comic, you're going to have a tough run too, I think.
I'm not appreciating the gender labels we're putting on people right now.
Well, no, I'm saying that if you're a woman,
comic.
I'm saying if you're a woman, you should be dating a female comic.
So, like, if you're a female comic, you should date another female comic, or just if you're a regular.
That is the only time that is the only time.
Should a male comic date another male comic?
Yeah, I think that's okay too. That's like a very nice little thing. That's like, friends and butt stuff.
You guys just talking to each other's mics?
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Bumping mics, yeah.
Yeah, no, I just think it's an all-around bad idea. I think it's like very uncomfortable. I think that there's competition even when there's no competition.
Mm-hmm.
I think that sometimes, like, say he has a show and like maybe he has 2 shows and like he just won't book you on them. Or things like that.
Hypothetically, right?
No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm just, if I were to date a comic, so that, it's just like, it's just awkward. It's weird. And then when you break up, you have to battle to the death for who can stay in comedy.
Yeah. I do agree. Carla, what do you feel about dating a comedian? Are there more positives than negatives?
Is literally Carla's pastime.
This is what I do. So, like, I am to dating comics what Tracy is to podcasts. So I have copious notes on why you shouldn't date them. And you know what it is? It's like an endless black hole of attention. Like, it just sucks all the attention.
Oh.
Yeah. In my experience.
You require more attention than I do.
In my vast experience, that's what it is. It is, needy and needy and needy. And at the same time, weirdly distant. Right. So like you can't really like chase, like kind of like having a puppy. Like if you chase them, they run away. But then as soon as you start ignoring them, they claw up your leg.
Well, that's every single man. You're just literally describing men. Carla, do you know?
No. Wait, it's more.
You know that there are men? I'm just throwing this out there that aren't comics.
I heard rumors, but my experience for the past 20 years is that there aren't.
Carla's like, all these male comics, they have penises, and it's like, yeah, all men.
They all have penises.
They have penises. And they breathe.
Yeah. They like, a lot of them have these short haircuts, and these are just men.
We're not competitive, Carla, though, because we enjoy working together on shows. I think
I'm going to say that that's not true.
Really?
I'm going to say that that's not true, and I will give you an example.
Who's competitive, you or Mike?
Mike.
I'm not competitive at all.
Yeah.
Mike's like, I wanted to be on that time of the month, the period show.
Yeah. Like, I wanted to be on the Real Housewives of Comedy.
Why am I not on Bossy Bitches?
Well, I'll give you an example.
Was a real show,
and
by
this
the
is
way.
a true story. This is a true story.
I've done it 3 times.
How do I get on that? Who books that?
I'll DM you.
So this is this true story. True story.
Okay.
Mike is like obsessed with open mics, and I hate them. Right? I do. I hate open mics.
Okay.
I feel like
what is that? Wait, but can you back up? Like, what do you mean he's obsessed with?
He's always like, we should go to open mics. We should go to open mics. And I'm like,
that is...
why? But hear me out. But hear me out for a second. Hear me out. So you go to an open mic. Comedy. You go to an open mic to try out new material, right? Sure. And it's just basically you talking to yourself, right? Because there's other comics there who aren't paying attention to you. They're looking at your own notes.
It's not for them. It's for you to hear yourself out loud.
That's fine, but you could do that at home because you're not going to get a real reaction at an open mic. This is just my thinking.
That's weird. I feel like I'm in Silence of the Lambs.
No, yeah, I'm gonna go with Mike on this one.
Okay, so wait, let me finish my story. So then he's like, we should go to an open mic. We should go to an open mic. And I'm like, no, I don't really want to. I'm like, why don't we just, talk about it together and let's figure it out. And he's like, you think you're too good for an open mic just because you got into Governors? I was working Governors before you, and now all of a sudden you're hosting at Governors and blah blah blah. Just went on this fucking little
personal.
He just went on this little tirade because I'm working at Governors, and I was like, first of all, you fucking asshole. When I got into Governors, thank you, because I was like, James saw me because you put me on your shows, and now all of a sudden you're gonna be mad at me because I work at Governors. Like, what's your fucking problem, asshole?
No, because there is.
Tell me how you really feel, Carla.
Yeah, just call me an asshole.
Yeah,
everything's fine. There's work that needs to be put into it. You can't just go. You can't write a premise and then just go on stage, and you have to work it out.
Yes.
This timing and delivery are the two biggest things in comedy, and that's what you work out at open mics. That's why you got to go.
Perhaps your system is different than my system.
Okay, so I will say this. So everyone's familiar with Mike Lawrence as a comic, yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Mike Lawrence still does open mics.
Yeah.
A lot of comics still do open mics. I know that Sarah Tolomash is always looking for a mic. There's a lot of comics that are fairly, well off as far as, their comedy resume, and they're looking for open mics. I kind of have to disagree with you on this one, Carla. And you know that I'm team Carla said, all the way.
I know, but I'm hosting an open mic on Tuesday, so
good.
Come out.
Let me tell you something. So
all the big plug for Carla's.
It's all a plug. I'm hosting an open mic, guys. One Eye Jacks, 9:00 Tuesday.
Let me tell you something. So when I first started comedy, Mr. Keegan was right there alongside me, and he was, throwing me up on shows and lying to me and telling me that I was great. And it was good. It was helpful, but it's like, you kind of have to figure out like where you're going with comedy. So I will trust Mike on that one. Yeah. Because it's a weird kind of thing where you have to just keep doing it. Like, we think we're the best. And I got to tell you, 5 years ago, I thought I was great. And now if I listen to a set from 5 years ago, I'm like, I've taken a lot of the same like premises or even jokes and just worked on them so much. And then I started hosting an open mic, which I was like, I don't need to do open mics. I get booked on shows. And then I started hosting an open mic in my neighborhood, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do some crowd work, and I'm going to practice crowd work. And from my crowd work, I'm actually going to be like kind of writing on stage. And I started taping my crowd work from my open mics, and I would write so many jokes from just doing that. And I think that even just bombing at an open mic is kind of helpful.
Yeah. No,
absolutely. I feel like you never bomb at an open mic, and you never do well at an open mic. I just feel like
no, that's not even true though, because I've done there. No, I mean, it depends on which mics you're going to too.
Yeah. I just feel like you're not going to grow as a comic, because you know what? If you're doing shows at Governors all the time, that's great, but you're going to be doing the same 15 minutes in front of a hot crowd every time, and you're going to get complacent. If you go and throw yourself out there and start trying to do new material,
you need to go to a bar show in Brooklyn with 4 people and fight for those 4 people to laugh.
I do that, but
that's what that's the same thing with an open mic. I mean, if you can make these comics that aren't paying attention listen to one of your jokes, and here's the other thing: when you go to an open mic, people are listening a little, but they're not listening all the way. They'll book you on their shows.
It is also, it's good for networking, and
that was Mike's response, is that it's good for networking. But long story short, I'm hosting an open mic. I'm hosting a damn open mic.
That's also that's a job in networking there. So you go to an open mic, and now you're hosting them.
Look at that shit. Where are you hosting an open mic, Carla? Give it a plug.
One Eye Jacks, Tuesdays, 9:00 in Levittown.
Okay, see,
everybody come out.
That page.
So Tracy, like before the pandemic, were you still? I said, and all that, and now I'm hosting an open mic. Were you still hosting your open mic?
I was hosting my open mic until the bar was like, you know what? I know it says 5 o'clock, but why don't we do it at 11? Because there are so many kids here. And also, we don't have a microphone. Can you just talk really loud? And I was like, actually, I think Tui came out to my open mic. I think Mike Calcagno came out to my open mic. And, we had a lot of fun. But then they started like fucking with me. And I was like, oh, okay. You're not smart.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I said to the bar owner. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore because I don't like you. And then we all saw like a giant like water bug in the place. And I think Tui was the one who like tried to kill it, and like no one cared. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. But it was a big headache. But no, I mean, that's where like don't you want a story about like who you used to do mics with? Like that's the cool part of comedy, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's good just for the hang. But even so, like, I don't do as many open mics as I used to because now I'll get booked on bar shows, and that's kind of my open mic. That's where I'm going to work out new material.
But like,
still, ideally, I like going and seeing the young guys. And
Mike loves going to see young guys.
I love seeing.
Yes. I know he loves
him and Chris.
Tim's gonna isolate that drop, aren't you?
Oh, it's already done. It's already done.
Going to see these young guys.
Just young and tender.
Turkey balls.
So are we talking about who was canceled this week? Are we even discussing it?
Yeah. Aunt Jemima.
Or is it two? Is it two? Are we avoiding who's canceled this week?
We have to be mad at syrup and rice this week.
Mike, you're the only one who gives a shit about the syrup.
It doesn't really matter.
I love syrup. Pancakes are my favorite food.
It's so bad for you. Honestly, like syrup is such a waste of calories.
It really is.
You could have a whole slice of pizza you could put a pizza on top of your pancakes instead of.
Wow.
I'm trying to always rationalize things.
Yeah. But no, there were some comics canceled this week, right, Carla?
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm not sure if they're officially. Well, I mean, one of them officially.
One of them's official. I think we should only talk about the officials.
Yeah.
Or else they're going to get canceled.
I didn't know that.
I think it was the Native American on the Land O'Lakes box.
Yes. Yeah.
Was the other Native American in the audience crying with one tear? That happened.
Please, I'm doing a paper on the Trail of Tears right now. This is really getting very emotional. That was sad.
Wait, do you do all online school, or are you doing online school just because of the pandemic?
I'm doing online school because I feel like I'm better than everyone else, and I don't ever want to have to drive to a college.
Oh, what school are you going to?
I'm going to Southern New Hampshire University.
Oh, so you're a commuter.
I'm a commuter? I mean...
because you're not in the state?
No, my mother...
You ever have to go?
What? No, when I first started going, that's quite a commute. That's like a 5-hour commute. When I first started going, my mom's like, how are you going to get there every day? And I was like, oh, all right. Well, this is probably why I didn't finish college on time.
So how does that work? You literally never see anyone, and they just, do you even go for graduation?
Well, I was going to go for graduation, and then they canceled it because there's a pandemic.
Oh, you were supposed to graduate now.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but congratulations.
I'm the class of 2020, guys. Changes with me. It happens here. Sorry.
As we go.
Isabella's high school graduation was canceled because of the pandemic.
God, me and Isabella are the same class graduating.
Yeah. And Juliana's pre-K graduation
and
is canceled
me and Juliana.
as well. Yeah.
It's all right.
Good company.
Listen,
all my favorite
Isabella
girls.
should have gotten left back and then done it one more, and then she could have had her graduation. If she really
I asked her to do that. She refused. I was like, you want to live with mom another year? And she's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Wait, is she going to college now?
She will be going to Brooklyn College.
But she's not going to live in Brooklyn.
We're not sure yet.
Okay, question mark. All right. Well, her first semester is going to be online, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, so don't worry about that.
According to Isabella, she's going to be living in Brooklyn. But
yeah.
Okay, that's interesting.
We'll see.
Does she think Brooklyn is fun?
She does.
Okay.
You know what's really interesting is I think literally everyone who's an adult can appreciate this. She looks up the dorms, right? The dorms are $15,000 a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're so nice.
Yeah, for 9 months. And so for $15,000 a year, you get to split a room with some other random stranger.
Literally a bedroom. Yeah.
Yeah, a bedroom.
Yeah.
And so she's like, "Oh, Mom, I was looking at the reviews for the dorms, and it looks like they have mice, and people complain that there are roaches and there's mold. Oh my God!" So I'm thinking maybe
also in the apartments.
Yeah, no, she goes, "I'm thinking maybe you and Dad I will probably just rent me a studio."
Oh,
instead.
okay, cool. Yeah,
I'm like, "Oh, sure. Yeah,
she probably just wants it like in the West Village. It's fine.
No. She wants it like in Brooklyn Heights.
I like the juxtaposition of going from Trails of Tears to, oh my God, there's a roach in my apartment. in my college dorm.
That is my
first world problems.
Yeah, see I actually have another podcast called Only in New York, and we have had some people on, and they talk about their experiences here in New York City and like just moving from other places and their first apartment, and everyone's first apartment was like roach and rat infested, and I'm like, what's wrong with you people though?
No, exactly.
Like I feel like that's but apparently, I mean, it's a thing.
So I never had a roach or rat infested apartment. We did have but it wasn't like a mice problem. We had like mouse, which I think happens occasionally
like
in
singular
houses. Yeah. But what we did, we had to move because of bed bugs.
We had a hamster. Oh, well, that's
hamster infestation is
it was just one, and it was in a cage, and his name was Fred, but
that's what I call Mike's
I didn't love it, so we moved.
I call Mike's butt hamster infestation.
Oh wow. Okay. A lot of bad things are happening to Mike.
One and it has the tail.
Mike's like, I say one thing about Aunt Jemima, and this is what happens to me.
Yeah, this is what happens to me. But
so am I the only one? Am I dirty? Because am I the only dirty one that had a bed bug problem?
I don't think bed bugs are a dirty problem though, because you don't like leave the dishes out in the sink and then you get bed bugs.
It was so bad. It was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It was horrible.
Bed bugs are like more of like a poor person problem than a dirty person problem, because you're probably like taking the train like disgust.
Actually, I think it was a travel problem. I think Jay brought them home from like a hotel or a plane.
Right. So if he was any kind of like big comic, he would probably like have his own hotel chain.
You're right. Jay's that shit. I'll remind him that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell him you said that.
He would have like his own condo in different places, like, across the country. He would be flying private.
I'm just going to tell him. Tracy said you're not shit, just so you know.
He's no Chris D'Elia. He's no Chris D'Elia, I'll tell you that.
He's definitely no. Well, I mean, question mark. We'll see what happens.
Wait, so is he? I don't think Jay's canceled yet. Is Jay canceled yet? And I didn't know.
Yet, I don't believe.
If Jay's canceled, then we're all fucked.
Yeah, we're all fucked. I don't think Jay's canceled yet. Not yet. I mean, I don't think
it's gonna happen.
Then I have to pay for dinner on Sunday nights.
Oh God, that sounds awful. No, Jay, we support you no matter what you say.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, no matter what you say, we're here for you.
Chris D'Elia canceled. Chris D'Elia was being a little bit inappropriate with the underage girls, which is.
Okay. Now I don't want to defend him because disgusting pig. Okay, but here's the thing: 17 legal New York City.
Yeah.
18 legal LA.
Mm-hmm.
16 legal West Virginia, other places, etc., etc. What is legal? Like,
how about just don't be disgusting?
No, that's not, I totally agree with you. I mean, disgusting pig. Cancel. But it's like, if you're really gonna like sit down and argue the details, it's like, I mean, the bigger problem here is that we need to raise the age of Carla, I don't know if you could do this at work or something. Just raise the legal age.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. Handled.
And also, it shouldn't be statutory. This should be, a federal law.
It should be a universal age of consent.
Yeah. Well, universal, I don't know, but federal.
Well, I mean, I think there's something.
He's like in the whole galaxy. I don't
want anyone go to Thailand ever again.
I feel
that's what I'm saying. Like, we're not trying to kill travel.
But like, what outside of like, obviously, younger women are beautiful, but what kind of
they're girls.
Mental?
Yeah, they are.
What kind of mental defect that like you want to hook up with somebody that's very clearly underage? Why?
That's actually okay. So here's the other thing that I learned. So there's a comic, Troy Allen. Do you guys know Troy?
I do.
Okay, so Troy's a really cool guy. His dad is a pedophile, and I'm telling you this not because it's private or secret. He's talked about it.
He just messaged me like 2 minutes ago.
Oh well, I mean, he knows now.
Jesus.
So I'm not saying anything about that. No, so he talks about this. He's talked about it on podcasts. He has a one-man show about it. Like he's very open about it.
Show about it.
He does. Right. So now this is what I've learned from. So apparently, pedophilia is a sexual orientation.
Well, I don't think that's a thing.
No, that's a thing. So I'm not saying it's legal. It's not okay. It's not okay to act on it, but it is in fact a sexual orientation.
Huh.
So just like how people are attracted to women, people are attracted to men, people are attracted to, whatever you're attracted to, being attracted to children is a real thing.
I have a specific kink where I like to put pedophiles into a burlap sack, throw a bunch of rocks in it, and then walk them slowly into the ocean. I get it.
That's a sexual orientation.
That's my kink.
But honestly, that is whatever you're into. Tim, I can't really hear you. Can you guys hear him?
No, Tim, you're breaking up a little bit. I was about to text you.
I'm having issues.
It's okay. I just say it because I'm like, whatever. There's no walls here on this podcast.
But yeah, it is because they have that whole NAMBLA thing, the man boy lovers.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this is not necessarily illegal to be attracted to, which it should be. But I mean, you can't tell someone
you like what you like. No,
you can't tell someone their thoughts are illegal. Now, I in my neighborhood, I'm in Queens, and I live in Kew Gardens, and there is a person in Kew Gardens that was actually under some kind of scrutiny years ago. I don't know if you guys remember. They like to call him Cannibal Cop.
Yes.
Oh, I worked on that case.
Stop it.
One of his co-defendants, was represented by somebody in my office.
Okay, so
weird kid.
So he's my age exactly. He went to school with a lot of my friends.
Oh, wow.
And so apparently, like, that's his sexual orientation, is that he has a fetish about talking about eating women alive. Like,
yum.
Okay, but he didn't act on it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit controversial whether he did or whether he didn't, because like his co-defendants actually met up and he was trying to meet up with them. So ultimately,
he was trying to meet up with them, but we don't know if he didn't take a nibble.
None of them did. None of them actually did anything. But you know what? Like,
I know. The problem is that Weight Watchers, any kind of lean meat is 0 points.
So I don't think I would consider myself a lean meat. Not at all.
No, I know. That's why I'm safe. I walk the streets here in this neighborhood, and I know that he's loose, and I'm okay.
Like, I would be fine. I would have no problem.
He actually wrote a book, and he capitalized on his case. So
now, but do you know what's interesting? So, like, what the other guys on his case were didn't do anything either, right? They never actually went after a woman, but they were convicted. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this was a while ago, of conspiracy. Right. So I don't think a lot of people, here's our legal moment on domestic disturbance. A lot of people don't realize that a conspiracy is an illegal agreement between two or more people. Right. Yeah. So you are guilty of a conspiracy as soon as you make the agreement. Yes. As soon as I say, hey, Tracy, you want to rob a bank? And you're like, fuck it, let's rob a bank. Now we're guilty of the conspiracy. And so that's it. You're done. You're done as soon as you get
you want to hear about another
agreement.
You want to hear about another crime that I know about?
Yeah, I love crime.
Okay, so years ago, there was a man in a band. Do you like this? How this starts? And
I've heard this joke.
No, this is real life. I wish this was a joke. And he was, I think, a singer of a band, and he was a friend of a friend. And he actually, in real life, they had two children, I think, and they were going through a divorce, and he tried to get his wife murdered. And he was set up. He asked a friend at the gym if he knew anyone. The friend said, yeah, I do. He contacted the police. They put a guy in, and it was a detective, and he actually asked him to kill his wife. And then he went to jail. And then I called Metal Insider, which is obviously, guys, that's like the New York Times of the metal. And Tim's giving us yes, there we go. And I was like, hi, it's Tracy. I was like, do you guys want a tip? Because I called this is what I do. I call the jails because I want to know what goes on.
That's hilarious.
So, I mean, you know this, Carla, like a lot of things are like public record that shouldn't be really. Yeah. So I call the jail and I'm like, hey, what's this guy in for? What happened? When is he coming out? So I call Metal Insider. I give them all of the tips and then they credit me. And they're like, all of this information came from Tracy Carnazzo. I'm like, oh my God, guys, no, he knows me.
Oh,
so now,
fuck.
Years later, right? My mom is trying to like tell everyone at work that I'm famous, which
I was just gonna say, please say you put that in your credits.
She's like, hold on, let me Google her. I'll show you all the stuff she does. And this article comes up about a man that's trying to murder his wife and it's like, thanks Tracy Carnazzo for all the tips from jail.
Oh my, holy shit.
Yeah, no, that was fun. You can Google that. So
thanks Tracy Carnazzo of 24 Main Street, apartment 2B.
So, but the thing is, yada, 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 this guy gets out of jail.
Is he out of jail now?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Do you guys write to each other?
Last I heard, he was a house arrest, but I mean,
jeez, your life is in danger. You in danger, girl.
Want to come stay at my house?
Yes. I love kids, so yes.
I have an Instapot and gluten-free breadcrumbs.
I love kids too.
Well, Mike, you have kids.
You
have kids now.
That's hysterical. I can't believe your mother was bragging about it.
Mike has a kid.
Yeah, she was. Well, she didn't know what she was bragging about.
Only mine. Isabella's only mine. Mike has a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was actually gonna take custody.
Juliana's enough for 3 kids, though. She's got a lot of energy.
I wanted to take custody of Isabella, and I wanted to really, really deep dive into Love After Lockup with her.
Ooh, that would be great. We'd love that.
I know, because I feel like we were chatting about it a little bit, and she pretended like she kind of knew what it was about, and I was like, she watches it. She watches it all night long.
Why did it switch out of Mike's?
I like when Mike. See, this is what I usually do. So you guys are, if you're watching on the camera, this is what I look like. You know, when I don't have any makeup on, and here, you know, and then like honestly, isn't that so much better?
How do I do that? I want to do that.
You
How
just
do I do that.
You turn your camera off. Tim's like, please stop it.
What?
It doesn't bother me.
Oh, I don't have the picture. Fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Right?
Carla's a lawyer.
Carla Esquire.
Carla's a lawyer.
First of all, it's Carla-esque. Like, do you want it to be Carla? Do you want a new Carla? Like, no, I just want it to be a little Carla-esque. Like, just a little bit.
Carla's a lawyer. We get it.
I'm a lawyer.
She's better than all of us. Whatever. I'm graduating from Southern New Hampshire University, so suck
I'm a lawyer. I do the lawyering.
SNHU, baby.
New. It's new, if you will. I made my mom print out one of those signs for her lawn.
Oh, the graduation.
Do you have a cap and gown?
Oh.
Do you have a cap and gown?
Oh yeah, I do. They sent it to me. I have a cap and gown. I have a hood.
Oh my God! Can we do a photo shoot with you, Isabella and Juliana?
Yeah.
And all of you hold your lawn signs? Because Isabella has one and Juliana has a lawn sign, and they both have cap and gown. What
my
color is
mom's
yours?
like, what do I do with this? I was like, you have to take it to a printing place and get it properly printed. And she did. She got an actual lawn sign with a lawn. Yeah, she got it all. And I don't live there at all, but I drive.
Even more amazing.
I know. I just drive by and look at it, and I go, "That's me."
What color is your cap and gown?
My cap and gown is black, I guess.
Black. Okay, this is gonna
black
look great.
or like. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I have a picture of it.
Isabella's
I'll show you guys
blue.
a picture.
Isabella's is blue and Juliana's is red. This is going to look hot.
Oh, this is going to be
find the right spot.
An amazing. As soon as, well, you guys already got Corona. As soon as I finish with this pandemic, I'll definitely come out for a photo shoot.
Yeah.
I actually took Isabella to Long Island City by the water to do her photo shoot. Just a quick one.
Yeah, see, my mom didn't take me anywhere. She's like, you're 36. Get over it, Tracy.
Well, Isabella actually said that to me in the reverse. She was like, get over it, Mom. Why are you bothering me?
Guys. There is proof that I'm gonna...
I love it.
Thank you so much.
I want to screenshot it. Wait, hold it up again. I want to screenshot
hold on,
it.
Let me give you a full body pic.
Give
that's you deserve
hold on. Hold on.
You deserve that. So I don't.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it right now. I
don't so technically
proud,
graduate.
Proud mama.
The 28th is my last day of. See, the thing was, my graduation was supposed to be on Mother's Day in New Hampshire, and obviously they canceled it. But I wasn't going to be finished with my classes, so I felt like it was like an imposter graduation.
Yeah, exactly.
And now I feel like on the 28th, after I turn in my assignments, like, can I graduate or am I going to wait for my grades?
I think you just graduate.
I
know. 28th. Let's go do.
I know, but I kind of want to wait for my grades because if I graduate with a 4.0, like that's a big deal.
Yeah.
But let's just do the photo shoot.
I graduated from Hunter Business School in November.
Where'd you graduate from?
Hunter Business School.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Why don't you ever highlight? It's always the negative about Mike Keegan. It's never the positive.
Exactly. I'm a 100% graduate.
Congratulations. What was your GPA?
I thought I was gonna have a 4.0. It was like 3.5.
This is what I mean. Like I'm not.
That's a bit of a difference.
Around. That's what. What happened? You failed every single class at the end.
It got a little rough there at the end.
Oh my God! How long did you go to school for?
It was 8 months.
Oh, that's not so bad. So you went to like.
It was a trade school. I got a certificate in IT.
I was gonna say you went to like DeVry.
Yeah, it's basically DeVry.
You went to Lincoln Tech. Can you fix my oven?
I probably could. No, I can't.
I can tell you right now, he can't. He cannot. I goes to school for IT. I'm just pointing out here that I'm like, oh, cool. Can you help me figure out how to make my printer connect to my computer? And he's like, no,
that's so hard. We don't do.
I missed that day.
I don't
do air printers. We're more of a hardwired kind of school. Oh my God, Carla, I can help you connect.
You help
your
me?
Printer.
Can you help me?
I'm gonna Google you an article and send it to you.
Thank you. And that's why she's the woman I'll leave Mike for.
Boom. Let me ask you a question. Who fixed their own oven this last month? I think it was me. I replaced the igniter. Who today, when my quarantine mate was like, hey, the shower head's broken, I was like, don't worry, I will replace it. And then I replaced it. Like I did that. Just saying.
You're quarantine mates. I've known you. You always do like things, like impressive things.
Thank you so much. I try to do things. What did you remember me doing, Mike?
First of all, I remember you had a slug. How's your slug?
I did. He died, and he died the same day that my dad died.
Oh my God.
Not the same year. Not the same year.
Not the same year, obviously.
But I got to tell you, December 2nd for the Carnazzos, not a good day. And Socket, my slug, he passed on December 2nd. I think it was 2015 or 2016.
That's just like a regular garden slug?
Okay, so what happened was I had my wisdom teeth out and I got dry sockets. Do you remember this, Mike?
Yes, I do.
I was very, very sick. Have you guys ever gotten a tooth pulled and gotten a dry socket? So basically, when you get your wisdom teeth out and they're like, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, because if you do, you get a dry socket. Like that's like the big warning, right? I got a dry socket anyway.
What's a dry socket?
Okay, I don't know. It's like when it's not healing and it's very dry and ouch. So I was in so much pain and I was so sick for so long that my mom bought me flowers, but I guess she got them like from like some kind of budget place. Because when she gave me the flowers, there was a snail in it, a slug. There was a slug. And I named him Socket, obviously, because I had a dry socket. So I went to Petco and I was like, I'm not going to just like leave him in the wilderness. I have to take care of him. So I used to feed him some vegetables and all these things. And then on December 2nd, he passed.
I never imagined that you were learned. Never would have imagined that you were learned in slug husbandry. I didn't.
Yeah. I was a slug. I'm kind of like an animal person. I saw a woodpecker 2 days ago at the cemetery. I go and walk in the cemetery. That's where I do my cardio now because I'm afraid of the live people. Because you're all trying to fucking kill me. So I just walk in the cemetery.
Blame your mom.
What'd you say?
Blame your mom.
Yeah, no, this isn't good. So I've been doing that, and then I made a friends in the cemetery with a squirrel with no tail. This is just like who I am as a person.
Why are all of your pets from the island of pets? You can't just get a like a.
Well, I mean, he's not my pet. He lives in the cemetery, but I'm gonna bring him a peanut, like as a snack this week.
I just get a labradoodle like everybody else.
No, it's a lot of work. You gotta like walk them. The squirrels just shit wherever. It's cool.
So you have a quarantine mate?
Yeah, I have a quarantine. That's what I call it. Her, them.
You call it
they,
them.
They. Yes.
Him. They.
Yeah, I don't like to gender them. Because sometimes they say that they're by themselves.
They them.
And then I'm like, well, so am I. I was gonna say he, but that's whoa.
They.
When they overhear me doing a podcast, and I started with, "Hey guys, I'm all alone. Definitely no one's here. I've been quarantining all alone since March." That's when they know it's gonna be a fun time that night. That's what it's like to date a comic, ladies and gentlemen. Everything's fine.
I don't know, Mike. Have you ever denied me to people? I'm sure you have, because like Mike finds me to be embarrassing.
No, I've never denied you to anybody. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, the only thing that Mike denies is like COVID.
Yeah. He literally was in the COVID closet. He was in the COVID closet.
He had no lungs, and he was like, "I feel fine."
He's like, "I'm fine, I'm fine." And then when I made a post about him having COVID and being sick, his mom was like, "Mike is uncomfortable with you telling people he has COVID."
Yeah, Mike also might die. So you know what?
I'm like, he's also dying. He's not going to be around that long. It doesn't matter.
We're just gonna roll the dice. It's fine.
Yeah, no. I was in the closet with it, but no, it's real, and but it's just, people take it too far though. It's just enough.
No,
Once I
think that
body's back, I'm like, open everything up.
Yeah, because you don't care, and I understand. Like you can do all the stuff. I can't do the stuff because I am delicate like a flower.
I know this. Yes.
You know what I mean? Like Carla, she like suffered through the COVID. You know, Isabella suffered through the COVID. Like I am not these people. I'm not as strong as you ladies.
You think you'll just croak? You'll just.
I mean, I would probably just ask for someone to put me down eventually, like immediately.
Yeah, you wouldn't handle it well.
I mean, if you know anything about me, that's not really the lifestyle that I'm trying to live right now.
Yeah.
So as somebody who had COVID pretty early on, I don't really understand. I kind of understand, but what is it? Do you like live in fear of going
Carla's
outside?
Like, what is it like to not have any antibodies? Is it like scary?
What is it like to have an immune system that allows you to, be out among people and not get sick?
Well, yeah, I do live in fear. I've lived in fear way before COVID, though. That's the whole thing. That's something that people don't really understand about me. Like I've been like whatever you guys are doing now. Like I've been doing that for years. People are like, you should wash your hands as soon as you get out of the grocery store. And it's like, yeah, you probably should. You should probably have done that before.
Sanitize your grocery bags. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you should do that. And it's like wipe down your groceries. Yeah, that's gross that everyone touches what's in your refrigerator. Yeah.
So you have always been wiping down your groceries?
Not to that extent.
Mm-hmm.
Not for my life, but yeah, I mean, you kind of try to keep things a little clean.
Yeah.
You'll continue to do it going forward?
Yes, I probably for the rest of my very short life because I'm not going to survive very long on this with this anxiety. I forget the COVID. I just think my heart's going to give out eventually.
So now you
guys, I'm going to step out 1 second just because I have to grab a charger for my iPad because it's about to die. So
Mike's smoking drugs.
Exactly. Talk amongst yourself.
Drugs.
He's going to fuck it all up.
Oh my god.
Tracy, I really want to get back to the body positivity coach because
Yes.
I feel like I could use that.
Okay, I think you should.
But that being said, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with wanting to have plastic surgery.
Okay, I don't either, but I feel like I definitely need a little bit of a boost.
You mean with the person or with the surgery?
With the person.
Okay, so but if the person's telling you not to have surgery?
No, not necessarily.
Like, so
they're just trying to tell you to like just be comfortable in your body, and I need to learn how to be more comfortable in my body in general. And then it's like, and then if you decide that you still need surgery, like Tim, what do you think?
I have no opinion.
What do you mean you have no opinion?
No better. Be happy with who you are. Be happy where you're at.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like what it is. It's kind of like be happy with who you are, and then if you still want to get it, then go ahead do it.
Yeah,
but just like
that's gonna make you
make
happy,
sure that you're not
do
doing
that.
things. Right, just make sure you're not doing this because you're crazy.
Well, I mean, sure, but aren't we all fucking crazy? I mean,
right? Because I mean, how many people? Okay, Tim, how many women do you see that go OD on plastic surgery, and you're like, well, that's.
But if you haven't had anything yet, and you're in your 30s, then
it
clearly
doesn't matter.
you're not.
You can go crazy, Mike. You got to fix that chair. Did you just eat a banana?
That's a banana.
You were sitting on a.
Also, Mike, he has a frozen folding chair in his bedroom.
What is that?
I don't know. Is everything
Tracy,
okay?
This is
I'm
outrageous.
texting his mom.
Every podcast, Mike has to be reminded every day we're recording this. He has to be reminded to plug in his iPod. It's like plug it the fuck in.
Yeah,
we need it for an hour.
I got to tell you, I've known him for many years, and he's never been a good charger.
I'm more concerned that the banana used to be a pickle. but fair.
Was he sitting on the banana?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he slipped. Yes. That's what happened. He was like BRB. He was slipping right off the chair because it was very.
He's bringing back vaudevillian comedy.
No good.
Okay, I'm back.
Just keep your headshot on though, because it's just better.
That shot. You don't need to see me.
Way better.
But all right, so that chair that the banana was on, that was what was holding up my iPad. I wasn't sitting on the banana.
You use a banana as a iPad holder? You don't
know.
Yeah.
I ate the banana and then I put it on the chair.
He calls it a tree dick, but fair.
I know everything seems so weird, and
it's just
that is a frozen folding chair. It's Juliana's, it's not mine.
Sure it is. Sure it is, Mike.
Hey, it's a sexual orientation, okay, Tracy?
I told you it is. I told you. You just can't act on it because then you get canceled from comedy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can with the bananas. There's no, there's nobody talking about
bananas. Sponsored by Dole.
Yeah.
I wish.
I wish.
Yeah, you are correct. That was never a good charger. I'm terrible at charging.
Not a good charger. I used to get very angry because we would be mid combo, and then what I would do is I would text Mike's friends and be like, I was talking to him and he stopped responding to me. And they're like, maybe he had to charge his phone, and I'm like, inappropriate answer. I had to say something. I was in the middle of a conversation talking about myself. I was talking to him for 3 hours about myself. I don't know why his phone would have gone dead.
Mike, what the fuck are you doing now? What are
Mike,
you doing now?
This is definitely a sexual orientation. Whatever Mike's doing is, are we in the bathroom?
We are, because that's the only charger I had nearby.
Sure.
Are you on the toilet right now?
But I have my pants on. That's fine.
Do you? Are you taking a shit right now?
He had to go get something.
I'm not. This is the only outlet I had for the charger.
Where do you live? Don't you have a house?
I don't, and now I'm exposed.
What the fuck is happening to you?
Your bathroom looks like an Olive Garden. What the fuck is going on there?
It does. Tell Diane to chill it with the fake ivy.
Yeah, exactly. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I'm certain Mike's taking a shit right now. 100% he's taking a shit.
Yeah, he is. He's a little red in the face. He's pushing.
Yeah.
No, that's a tan. I was cool today.
I don't like the fact that he's turned towards the camera like the fucking opening credits, the neighbor in the opening credits of a sitcom.
I'm Mike Keegan.
I'm Mike Keegan, and I'm podcasting and taking a shit at the same time. And you could too. Just tell everyone your only charger is right next to the toilet bowl and take your pants off.
It's not the only charger. It's the only outlet that'll reach where I could actually be on the screen and on the iPad.
Yeah, I know, because every other outlet is on the ceiling. So
yes.
And he was trying to be slick, like we wouldn't notice he was taking a dump.
I'm not.
Honestly, I support it because I also have IBS. So
now
would you feel more comfortable if we all go on the shitter?
Yes, please.
I don't know if my whole entire computer and audio equipment can fit in my bathroom.
That's how you know you're not a guy.
Yeah, I don't have the shelving of an Olive Garden.
The acoustics in here.
Oh. It's not bad. It's much better.
Is that hand sanitizer right there, right next to so you could like hand sanitize while you poop?
It is.
I like how there's your parents are kind of flexing, like, look, we have an extra roll of toilet paper.
Like that, yeah.
Like it's a trophy. It's like we get it. We get it.
That's quarantine money, right?
We get it, guys. You got the stimulus check. We get it.
All right. So is it a good idea to date a comic or not?
No.
Honestly, is it a good idea to date anyone? No.
No, it's a terrible idea to date anyone, but
and also,
especially.
Listen, I want to give advice to everyone now. Don't date a comic. Also, don't date if you're not a comic, because unless you want a kid, there's no reason to get married. And unless you want to get married, there's no reason to date.
Yeah.
That's it.
I agree.
Mike, we got to talk, son.
Mike, do you want a kid?
I do. Yes.
Okay, then that's fine. You guys continue.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. I kind of already have kids.
Yeah, what's another one, though? Honestly,
I'm good.
2, 3, 4.
What's another one?
Honestly, who even cares?
The
big ones can take care of the little ones.
Yeah, he could have all those kids. Like, I'm not going to, but he should absolutely have them. No, like
Carla, you love having kids.
My vagina's closed. It's closed down.
Nah, it's open.
Close it down. That's not what I heard.
That's not what I heard.
Close down. Mics. Shut it down.
It's on phase 3.
Shut it down.
I heard. Tim, you're married, right?
Yeah.
Or did I make that up?
So
No, Tim doesn't like to talk about his relationship status. He gets very.
Tim, are you?
He gets
Do you have
super weird? He gets super weird about
guys,
it.
Tim is actually.
Enough.
Tim's my boyfriend.
Unstable.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. Sorry, that just triggered me.
Tim doesn't like anyone to know anything. Tracy, listen. Tim likes to keep himself an enigma. He likes to keep himself an enigma.
Hey.
And every time we ask a question about him, he just goes radio silent.
It's really fun to.
First of all, my audio is all fucked up tonight. Secondly,
sound great now.
Oh, thanks.
Tim literally lives in a radio station. He's like, sorry guys, my audio is bad.
That's true.
But you know who else got canceled? Danny Masterson from that '70s show.
Oh, he did the rapes.
Hard rapes.
He
like
real hard rapes. Yeah,
rape.
no.
And he was arrested and charged, so he's officially canceled. He's out.
He did like real bad rapes.
Yeah, he did the 100 officials. Yeah.
Now, what does anybody know the details? Like, what was the deal? Like
rape.
Like, did he just like attack them in the street, or was it people that he knew?
More than one rape.
Yeah,
that's all I know.
But
I saw
him
like
years ago.
He's like a serial rapist.
He's now in jail, I heard, with Donna in Orange Is the New Black. He's gonna do a cameo on Orange Is the New Black.
Sorry, guys. Fuck.
Sorry,
I forgot he got canceled this week. I forgot about that.
But he was like, it was like months. Yeah, it was like a old story.
Right, but it's like, is it canceling when your show got canceled 15 years ago?
Yeah, what the fuck is
even
he
his
doing?
new show got canceled.
Right, like your new show got canceled. You've been like, he's like, guys, do you think this is the 4th time I've gotten canceled this year?
Yeah, exactly. It should just be called Masterson now.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not working. What's the difference?
Yeah.
We all got canceled.
Was he
I woke
retired?
up at, I mean, now he is.
He was on that show, The Ranch, and I think that just got canceled.
Yeah, I used to date a guy that was retired.
Oh man. Oh, so it's what it is.
So Tim, back to you. Is your audio working yet?
Shut the fuck up.
He's like, what? I'm on the LIE, and what? Guys, do you see my Band-Aid on my hand?
What happened?
Oh, well, let me tell you what happened. So my doctor, I had an appointment for a checkup, but COVID, I'm not going. So they called and they were like, hey, Tracy, you have an appointment. And I was like, oh, ha, 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 ha. I'm not coming in because that's scary. And they were like, you need to get your blood work done. I have a thyroid thing, right? I have Hashimoto's disease, which just sounds very delicious, but it's not great. So
is that like the spice? Does it have spicy tuna on top?
It's the spicy mayo. Yeah. So I did that. No, so I didn't go to the appointment, and then they called me like a week later, and they were like, Tracy, you need to get your blood work done. And I was like, LOL, I'm not coming because I'm scared. So they were like, we could send someone to your house to take your blood.
Oh, that's no good.
And I was like,
that's terrifying.
Like, well, I guess that's what you're going to have to do because I'm not leaving. So unless you come to the cemetery, because that's the only place you could find me besides home. So today, I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning and a giant man with some kind of costume. Like he got all ready to take my blood, and then he's like, wait a minute, what's your name?
That is far scarier than COVID.
I
far
was like,
scarier.
I was like, oh, it's Tracy. And he was like, what's your date of birth? I mean, literally, like he had the.
I was gonna say, like, he waited a little too long for.
Yeah, like he really, like what, like no matter what I said, you were still sticking me with this needle. You were like mid-stick. So that was pretty fun. So yeah, I think that I'm better than everyone else, and I don't have to leave my house for regular things. So guys, if you complain enough, they will come to you. I'm just letting you know.
But that's scarier. There's just a giant man at your door at 7 a.m. demanding your blood. That's fucking horrifying.
I've had that happen.
See, Carla didn't care about going out and spreading COVID. She did. She went every fucking. As soon as she found out, she was everywhere.
Carla's like, grocery shopping. I'm gonna lick the cereal boxes. Thank you for that, Carla. You took out the entire comedy community.
I don't like to wash my hands. I don't like it. I have sensitive skin. I don't like to wash my hands.
Okay, well, Carla, we're never going to be together. Carla?
No.
Carla?
I think I got it in
I washed
court.
my hands. No, I washed my hands 3 times while I was doing this podcast, Carla. I'm actually in the bathroom too.
You're both. Maybe
I'm in Mike's bathroom.
Are you also
I'm
taking a shit?
I'm holding his iPad.
Is that what we call it?
Yeah.
Mainlining
Tracy
Purell.
was just like, oh my God, I saw Carla 3 months ago and just started violently.
When you told me you were sick, I almost fell out of my bed.
Yeah.
I was like, when have I seen this woman last? I asked you every detail.
What month was that we were all in the green room together there?
That was like January.
End of January.
Yeah.
Which I think that was the last time I saw you. So you were good.
Thank God.
You were
Thank
good.
God. But let me tell you something. Every time someone told me they had it, I just couldn't believe it. I just could not. I was like, this is it. This is my life. Every morning I wake up in this nightmare.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you're a full-time contact tracer.
Listen, everything's fine. I have a Vice documentary out right now, and it is literally 15 minutes of me washing my hands.
Wow. Oh, the OCD thing?
Yeah.
Oof.
That was me.
Dude, let me tell you something. People fucking suck. They were
like me. Oh, you mean like the comments?
Yes, dude.
Oh, you mean like how I got harassed
Yes.
and told to die for?
Yep.
I don't know. Let's see. From Easter to today.
Why?
It's still like going on?
Oh yeah, no, it's still going on. I actually got a nice email today from some loser that I think he's just trying to make out with me. And then you wonder why people hate me. I'm like, this real fucking asshole emailed me. He said something nice. No, but I think that some people like they think that anyone who's been in a video is like famous. And I'm like, ooh, you gotta like just aim higher, honey. Because I'll answer anyone. No, but I had so many people like just saying like, well, you're fat. And I'm like, okay, yes. But also I have OCD. And that's what that's
what it's about. Yeah, exactly.
And also, did you guys see how I decorate my house? Like, does anyone care about that? Like, if we're gonna look at details. So that's why that's how I came across this body positivity coach, because I was introduced to her after I had a breakdown because I was being bullied so badly online.
Holy shit.
So people just watched this documentary and then just emailed you to tell you were fat?
They were
well, it wasn't just that. It was, you're fat, you should die, I hope you die, I want to kill you, I want you dead.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Maybe that's their sexual orientation.
It might be.
But that's what happened. Like I like that little thing that happened to me when I got banned from some theater, and it was the Newsday. And everyone that read the article is like, "Oh, I got to shit on this guy."
Right, so and it's like, it's like you're fat.
Every
single
one of them.
Okay,
like,
but I also said terrible. Right, but like, guys, are you like? I said terrible things, and now I'm not allowed to perform here. Is anyone? You don't care? It's like I'm fat, but
they're concerned for his health.
Right, like I'm also racist. Hello, nothing.
And I'm a pedophilia enthusiast. We're just going to focus on fat. All right, cool.
And they're like, yeah, no. Yeah, I got a lot of that.
$1 for every try a salad that I got.
Right. Meanwhile, it's like I really like salads. I like cheese in them. But this one guy, I confronted him. I've been confronting my bullies, right? And I confronted him, and he was like, "Oh my God." He's like, "I feel so embarrassed now." He's like, "To be honest with you, I'm just really into you." He's like, "Next time you come to," I think he was from like Maryland.
See?
He's like, "Can I please take you out?" And then he started writing and like say something bad about me again. I just blocked you. Yeah, but that was
pickup line.
I mean, could you imagine that I end up with this guy and they're like, "How'd you meet him?" And I'm like, "Well, I did a documentary. He harassed me until I tried to kill myself." And then I decided
it was written in the stars. Yeah.
In the final moments, I was like, let me write this guy and tell him that he's the reason. And then it was just, love from there.
That's it.
That's wild.
My wedding vows read down the road, not across the street.
Yeah, I didn't actually try to kill myself, but I did go in the bathroom and just sit on the floor.
That's
and like for me, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, what's something like very dramatic that I could do?
You have a
change the igniter in your oven.
Right, without actually hurting myself or anyone else. What's something that I could do?
You have a sparkling clean bathroom system.
Now, if this wasn't COVID, like you guys would make me come to Long Island. No.
You know what? When I asked you to do it, I'm like I should have mentioned automatically that it was a Zoom. Like, not you don't have to come to Long Island.
Right. Like, here's the thing. I'm not saying I would have during COVID, but like before COVID, like, yeah, I would have came to Long Island to do your podcast. Yeah. But like, listen, guys, it's 10:30 at night. I've been up since 7 o'clock with this giant man taking my blood. Like, I'm tired, and this is nice. I did this in my pajamas. I have no bra on. There's no makeup. I have, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to like.
I'm not wearing pants.
Right. Like, I'm not wearing pants because I'm wearing, what my co-host Noelle likes to call a nightie. Every time we travel together, she's like, "Are you gonna put your teddy on?" Like, I hate you. So yeah, that's what's going on.
I like the little arm things though.
That's
like
why,
shoulder
so like,
cleavage.
This is a cold shoulder. This is as do you like that tan line? This is as sexy as I get. This is it.
But it's like more than that because it's like, it's all strappy in the cold shoulder.
I tried. This is like, I mean, it's really,
it's very like 365. Am I the only one who watched that movie? Yes. 365?
Yes. Is that a Disney movie?
It is the new 50 Shades of Grey on Netflix.
Oh, that is
the opposite of it. It is hot as hell. Highly recommend.
No, not interested. Listen, I gotta tell you.
The guy is so hot.
I'm not interested in relationships. I'm not interested in dating. I'm not interested in men. Now that you don't wash your hands, not interested in women. Like, I don't know. I don't absolutely want a dog because I don't want to have to walk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not interested in anything right now.
Interesting. What about a cat?
Oh, God. Carla.
A new slug. A new slug?
Okay, maybe a slug, but then it's like, who's going out to buy the cabbage?
That's true.
Like, I don't need more responsibility. And then I go on the road, and who's feeding the slug?
I mean, can't you just put a head of cabbage in the slug cage?
They just die. I did that, and then he died.
It's not like isn't that like an automatic feeder? You just put the whole head of cabbage in there, put the slug on top of it, and let him just have at it. No,
I don't know. I want no responsibility. I want nothing. I want literally nothing in my life but to sit in the bathtub, by myself with no one talking to me. There's nothing that makes me happier.
Did you try?
That sounds phenomenal.
Shelter?
I have zero problem with that. That's like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I want in my whole life is to sit in a clean bathtub with my new favorite bubble bath. It's a vagina-friendly bubble bath. It's called Queen V, and I don't know why it smells so good. It just does.
Please send me a picture of that because I need that.
Please send Carla
hot
a bottle
pink,
of that.
and it's amazing.
No.
Isn't it true that Spanish women douche? Carla, do you douche?
I don't know.
Yeah, you should.
But I get UTIs from bubble bath.
This is a UTI from
wash her hair.
Yeah. I don't wash my hair often.
You don't have to wash your hair
dry. It gets dry at the bottom.
Carla.
Yeah.
Wash yourself.
I don't need to wash my hair any more than I do.
Thank you.
No.
I don't.
Do you wash your hair, Tracy?
I keep the COVID in my hair.
How many times do you think I washed my hair today?
You wash your hair more than once in a day?
How many times?
How is it not falling off your head?
I'll go solid 2, 3 times a day.
You wash your hair 3 times a day?
Well, now it's summer. Of course I do. 2 times in the winter.
A day?
A day.
Oh, Carla,
I wash my hair like once a week.
Okay, so now let me just... I'm going to help you with something, Carla. Carla, if you're complaining about dry hair, have you ever tried a co-wash? A co-wash.
Is that where we wash each other?
It's where Mike washes your hair because you won't. So a co-wash is a conditioning wash. So basically what you do, it's like, you remember when on TV, WEN?
Yes, I use that.
Okay, so all you have to do is take a lot of conditioner, not when, just conditioner, and scrub your hair with the conditioner and then rinse it out. It's the same thing as when. It's just conditioner.
Oh. But like since I started I actually wash my hair less since I use like conditioning shampoo because it just doesn't get greasy anymore. I mean, by like day 6, it's not good, but
does it smell okay?
It smells great.
The roots? Yeah.
Yep. Are all good. Dry shampoo.
No dry shampoo.
Love dry shampoo.
Could you imagine? That's like Mike taking a shit and then being like, "Let me just put some baby powder on it."
I'm pretty sure he does that. I think he does that.
Forget washing.
I think that's what that. I think that's what that hand sanitizer is.
I make my own lumps.
Dry shampoo is just making a paste. Yeah, no, You need some Queen V in your life. You need a good co-wash all the time. Co-wash.
Yeah,
well, I am going to take your advice on this because no, I'm never going to do that. I love dyeing my hair. You don't dye your hair. You do dye your hair. You dye your hair.
Tracy doesn't dye
her hair. Your hair.
Because what happened was 2 years ago was the first time I dyed my hair in 10 years, and I got a little baby bit of highlights, and all my hair broke. And on the end, you can see it's a little tiny bit lighter right here. Sorry, this is opposite. And then I just started dyeing it purple, but only with like a rinse, not like a.
Oh, I was gonna say I've seen you with purple hair.
Yeah, it's just a conditioning rinse. Rinse is the key word. Rinse.
Interesting.
Rinse your hands. Tim is dying because I'm shaming Carla.
It's the greatest.
I'm shameless. I really don't care. I talk about it all the time. I don't wash my hair off, and I'm shameless. I'm shameless. I don't
wash
care.
Your hands.
I won't
wash your hair.
Won't do it.
Wash.
China, yes.
And you wonder why you were patient 0.
Yeah, seriously. She was like, I have corona. I'm like, I don't even know what corona is.
It's in my hair. It's in my hair.
Before it was invented. We sent her to North Brother Island to recover.
Oh, man.
Sorry, guys. That was pretty obscure reference.
That was a great reference. Very.
I did not get it. I didn't get it. I'm not even.
Yeah, it's where Typhoid Mary was sent when she had typhoid fever. Yeah, it was in but there's actually the hospital's still there, but it's abandoned.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's on North Brother Island. It's a little island by like Rikers Island.
Oh,
and
okay.
It was a hospital that specialized in infectious diseases.
So you guys want to send me there is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, please.
Now here, I will say this though. It has not officially been confirmed whether Mike was patient 0 or I was patient 0 because he
could have been me because I was
on
the subways every day.
He was on the subways licking doorknobs.
In my hair.
Mike, you're the one that took out the entire comedy community?
I'm pretty sure it was Carla, though.
You were the first
I don't think
Carla,
so.
that was sick.
Yeah, but Mike wouldn't admit to anything.
He was like,
so we don't know that I was
Carla's
the first
like, I have COVID.
Sick.
Mike just has double pneummonia.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a little suspicious.
Because I never got a fever.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, it's
Did you lose
not
your
really
sense of
proven.
smell?
I never got a fever either.
You got it too?
Didn't lose my sense of smell or taste.
I ended up in the hospital.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Tim was in the hospital. He got blood clots in his lungs and his legs.
I'm out.
She left. She's gone.
He doesn't want to virtually be near us.
I don't even want to.
I had I had a pulmonary embolism from it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It was a good time.
Did you guys still record the podcast that week?
Yes, of course.
Good, because that's your listeners need you.
Well, I do what I can.
The last one
we
we
did.
did.
I sat there.
The last time we recorded live, I was in the studio with Tim, so I'm pretty sure that Carla had given it to me, and then I gave it to Tim.
Or you gave it to me, and then you gave it to Tim.
The last
Why
time
don't you accept some responsibility.
Oh wow! So this really is a very domestic-y, disturbance-y podcast.
Yeah.
This has been very calm.
This is actually the calmest it's been in a while.
Politics, so.
The last podcast that I did in person was Real Ass Podcast. I was at Lewis, Monroe Martin, and Zach Amico, and we were in the studio, and I was just sad about COVID. And I didn't say anything funny the entire episode. I was too sad. I was like, every time they were like, Tracy, what about you? I was like, I don't feel good. I'm sad. And then everyone called me fat in the comments on YouTube. And I was like, no, I'm unfunny. I'm unfunny.
What the hell?
I'm unfunny. I am a waste to this podcast.
God.
Jeez, guys, please stay on topic.
I hope none of our listeners call Tracy fat.
They will. It's fine. I don't care. Just mean it.
I'll beat the shit out of them.
Don't take it back and then ask me out. Just mean it. Just go.
Just double down. when we confront you, you better fucking stick to your guns. Don't be like,
to it.
She's single. She's
no, because you know what? I am question mark single. I have a quarantine mate question mark.
We don't even know
they are a person.
We don't even know if it's a boy or a girl.
We don't even know. I mean, they are here. They're in the other room. They don't ever listen to anything I say. The good thing about having them as a quarantine mate is they don't listen to anything I say. They don't listen to anything I do as far as comedy wise. So all I do is whatever I want.
Yeah.
I just say whatever
all I do is
want.
whatever I want.
That's it. Because it's like, what are you going to listen to a podcast I did? No, you're not. I dare you.
But you guys live together.
Yeah. But he keeps, they keep their AirPods in all day, every day. No, I don't know what happened.
That's a good move.
And then it's like this. What? And I'm like, oh, all right. Never mind. Just sorry. I just wanted to tell you goodbye. I've died.
Yeah, I don't believe that people should cohabitate anymore.
No, but hello, Carla, this is what I'm saying. I was trying to guide Tim, but he's he just lives.
I'm happy in my little world right here.
Right. He refuses to participate. He doesn't participate.
First of all, these two won't move in together. Beautiful. Well, one wants to move in with the other, but
who wants to move in with who?
Oh, Carla wants Mike to move in.
With her.
What kind of face is that? Of course you want me to move in with you.
Why not? No,
Sorry, Mike told me he doesn't want to live with you. You don't wash your fucking hair.
I'm so confused.
I like living in my own space and doing my own shit.
I heard you want Mike to move in with you.
Before you're lonely.
Mike, you don't want to move in with Carla?
That doesn't mean I want someone to live with me. I wanted my kids to hang out with me and they rejected me, which they do, and then I feel lonely. But that doesn't mean I want someone in my fucking face all day long.
It didn't mean she wanted you to move in. She just wanted a boyfriend to move in.
No, I just wanted Isabella to hang out with me, but she doesn't want to.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't really blame. No,
I don't blame her. You can't blame her, but that doesn't mean she's 17.
Yeah, okay. Let me just tell you something about women that are like, my mom is my best friend. It's not great. They're not great people.
Yeah, they're not healthy.
The more she hates you, the better off she is, honestly.
No, I know, but I'm like, hey, you want to go to the beach? She's like, no.
I'm like, if my mom asked me to go to the beach, I'd be like, no.
And then I'm like, you want to watch a movie on Netflix with me? I'll make some popcorn. She's like, no.
No, you don't pay attention to the movie. I'm not watching it so I can explain it to you. No.
The best thing is, I'll be like, oh, there's this new series. Like, I want to watch. You want to watch it with me on Netflix? We'll watch it together. She's like, no. And then 3 days later, I'll go into a room. She's fucking watching it by herself.
Okay,
I'm like,
but
you
guess
asshole.
what? Can I tell you something? Same. I want to watch things on my own time. I want to pause them when I want to pause them. I want to be alone when I watch something. Watching a show together is not bonding. That's like going on a first date to the movies. So you just sit next to each other and don't talk. Like, this is not a real thing. That's not bonding. Thank you.
Well, she's not doing it. So we're not bonding. We're not watching the movie and we're not bonding.
You're not bonding.
But my point is, I just like to, like to have my own space. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I enjoy having my own space.
How many bedrooms do you have? Do you have enough room for Mike?
Is that a fat joke?
No, I meant like so that you could have.
Eat a salad, fella.
So that you could have, a gentleman or woman caller when you want.
Like she co-sleeps with the little one. So like when I sleep over,
you can't do that. You're gonna get canceled.
Yeah, exactly. when I sleep over, the little one always wants to sleep in between us and stuff. Right. But like, not a big enough bed for 3 people. And
right. Also, question mark.
Yeah. Just Carla likes to call.
But I just like to have my own space. Like, I don't think
apparently you don't like to have your own space because you sleep with a child.
Yes, no, because I believe in co-sleeping. She can leave whenever she wants. She has her own bed. If she wants to go, she can go. If she doesn't want to.
This sounds awful. Honestly, this is all of my nightmares in one.
And that's why I don't want to live with anyone, because if I want to co-sleep with my 4-year-old, I will. And then, I don't want to have somebody come over and be like,
first of all, I wouldn't have custody of my 4-year-old. The ACS would have taken her years before we could ever co-sleep at all. Mike's like, I'm out. He doesn't want to get canceled. Mike's like, hold on,
I want to go be comfortable.
He's like, I'm actually taking a shit now.
100%. 100%.
He just wanted some privacy.
I like how she's going to get comfortable. We're about to fucking end the show.
Yeah, for real.
Right? But no, I got to tell you, like, I feel like Carla, I'm just like happy that you have custody of your kids. Like that's, something that I would never have.
I mean, I'm kind of their mom, so that's how that works.
I would be my kid's mom too, but not because like the state would be like, you're not their mom anymore. Stop telling people that.
We're just gonna gather these up and take them. And I have already, I've kept one alive through high school. That's what I'm saying.
Like
deal.
that's a long time without ever, and she's never gotten taken away ever.
Not even for a minute. Not even one time.
I mean, there's not enough women that can really celebrate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But my point is that I just want to come back to it. I just want to have my own space so I can do what the fuck I want. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Right. Like, I don't want to have to ask somebody. I don't want anyone's opinion on shit. I just want to do my own thing.
Mike, you do want to move in with her? Or you do not?
I do. I will.
You do, and Carla does not. Tim, is that correct?
He does. She's trying to be a tough guy.
I don't know. I'm just throwing them under the bus.
Okay. No, because I felt like you knew something that I didn't know.
I don't know shit.
Why don't you just have the kids stay together most of the time alone, and then you guys get another apartment?
That's a hell of an idea.
Yeah. No, like saying. I still.
How old were you when you had Isabella?
I was 22.
Oh, that's not even exciting. I was hoping it was younger.
Okay, we can call it. Let's call it 19. Okay, you know what? Let's call it 16, and we'll cancel Jay.
Yes.
All right. 16. 16.
That's a great idea.
Actually, guys, the truth about my marriage. I was signed over
child
to Jay.
bride.
I was signed over to Jay.
Bride.
I was sold to him.
He picked me out of a catalog with my feet. He looked at my feet through a catalog. Isn't that what the Mormons did?
The feet? Yeah.
Yeah, they were pictures of feet in a catalog.
I'm on WikiFeet. Yeah.
Are you?
Feet. Yeah. That's how I knew I made it.
I used to have a catalog of feet pictures.
Were they yours?
You have a foot fetish?
No, but like people just always used to send me pictures of their feet.
And you
I would.
It was
this sounds like a guy
for money
lying on court. Like, I don't know. I didn't like them. It's just that everyone I knew just sent me pictures of their feet. Your Honor.
It was a thing for a while.
What? Where?
Just like around.
Hey, Mike, do you remember when we hung out with Colin Quinn and I showed him a dick?
Yes, you remember whose it was?
I sure do. Well, so there was a comic that
Tim and Carla know him also. We'll talk about that.
So there was a comic that sent me a dick pic. He was trying to lure me into his love den, and I was resisting. But I wasn't letting him know that. I was just like going along with it. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then he sent me a picture of his very veiny, excited.
It was a white guy. It
was a tricolor almost. It was like a Neapolitan.
Ooh, a Neapolitan dick. I like that.
And I told him, I was like, thank you so much for the picture. If I book you on a show, I'll use this as your headshot.
Was it big?
It was regular.
Decent, I think.
It was like regular.
He's single now recently.
I know, I heard, and he might have a little bit of money. So
yeah, I know he's opening up a business.
I have no idea who we're talking about.
We'll tell you afterwards. But
somebody text me.
Colin Quinn was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm sexting with this guy that I don't like, so that he'll send me more dick pics." And he's like, "Oh, let me see."
Do you still have the picture?
Probably somewhere. It's probably like on my old computer at this point. This was many, many moons ago.
I just wanted to see the Neapolitan dick. That's all.
Oh, I'm sure I can get it again.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
What was the person's ethnicity? That they have?
Hebrew,
yeah.
Ah, so I wonder where they get the other color from.
I mean, honestly, if you've ever done 23andMe, like we're all kind of just from everywhere.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure my vagina is just all one color.
Probably not.
I bet you can get it right now if you tried.
That was one time.
He probably sent it with his business plan.
What you were doing?
Wait, Mike. He definitely sent it with his business plan. Mike, I was going to say vagina's Carla. Carla's vagina.
I don't think it's multicolored. I don't think it's multicolored.
Definitely not one color.
No, it's not. It's
different shades.
It's beautiful, like a rainbow.
Yeah, it's like a flower, but like different shades.
I don't think it's different shades.
I think
there's
it might
inside
be.
and outside.
Right, 2 different colors.
At least. Than the
but those are different vagina parts. Those are different vagina parts.
Actually, can I? Who's a doctor here? Me or you? Okay, so
I have a JD.
Okay, let me just tell you something.
Doctoress, I'm the doctor.
I'm actually a vagina doctor, and I will tell you this. Everything that people call a vagina is not a vagina. It's actually the vulva.
That's what I'm saying. They're different vagina parts.
The vagina is just the canal that a baby comes out of. That's the only thing that's.
And that's going to be solid color. That's solid color.
That's probably a solid color. Your vulva is probably many shades.
I don't think it's many shades. I think it's all one shade. It's probably, like a dark.
That's what I'm saying.
Pink.
Like, yeah, it's probably a dark pink. I'm sure there's a light.
Some girl can see her vulva.
It looks like a beach stone. She's got.
Can you send me vulva pics? Let me see your vulva.
Oh man, her vulva was just hanging out. Hot vulva on this bitch. I got more, guys. So you just let me know when. You just let me know when this podcast is over because I'm going to be doing this.
It's been over.
I'm so excited for the podcast post-mortem. I want to know who the dick pic is from. I want to see the dick pic.
Well, you want
to
wrap it up
discuss this.
I think it's about time.
We've been doing this for 12 and a half hours.
Yeah, that's true. This is a marathon. We'll wrap it up and then we'll spill the tea.
See, like,
awesome.
Can I
plug
want to say one last thing? I just want to say one last thing. Like I would be happy. My living situation, I'd be happy if I was like, in an apartment building with Mike and like with you, so we could Mike could live right next door to me, and I'd be fine with that. Yeah, I'll wash my hands, but I don't want anyone in my space. I want
anyone in my space either.
Everyone else can live next to me. Like you can live next door, and that's fine. Or you can even live across the street.
In the courtyard.
Yeah, you could live across not across the street, across the hall.
Okay.
Like Melrose Place. We could all live in a Melrose Place situation,
and then we can all go in the pool.
Yeah, and then we all go in the pool, and then when you get on my nerves, I'm gonna be like, I'm going to my house.
Right, I understand.
And then you just go right across the courtyard, and you're
That's
still right there.
No, not a bad situation. I live in the Heights. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
How do you
talk to an angel?
That's true.
Tim,
you live in Washington Heights?
No, I'm at the show.
No.
Fair.
I was gonna say that's where I like to go pick up Dominican guys, but whatever.
What a coincidence.
So does Mike. Okay.
Hilarious and true.
Tracy, thank you.
Yes.
Thank
you.
Awesome. So yeah, Tracy Carnazzo, amazing comedian. See her shows. Listen to her podcast, 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk, and
Teen Mom Trash Talk. Only in New York. You can go to tracycarnazzo.com, and more importantly than any of that, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Trixie2Zini, TRIXIETUZZINI.
Exactly. And Tracy's the best. She'll be on some of our Mike Keegan and Friends shows. We love her. We're happy to have her here. Thank you to Governor's Comedy Club, Gov's Radio, Tony, Sally, Mike, Gina, everybody
all
listen.
The people.
All our people. We love you guys.
Bye.
Bye, right. Tracy. Love you.
I love you.
And a couple things I just want to plug. July 10th, Piccola Bussola in Mineola, outdoor comedy. You can call them up for tickets, and probably Thursday night we'll all be at Governor's Comedy Club because they're doing the outdoor.
The patio. I saw that. How fun is that? I love a good outdoor comedy show.
Awesome. Me and Carla did it last night. It was awesome. Great.
Very exciting.
It's very very good.
You should call it antibody comedy.
That's a good idea. But hopefully we're doing a Mike Keegan and Friends show out there. But the patio is awesome, so go to govs.com. Check out all the shows coming up. And thank you, Tracy.
Yes. You guys. Love you.
See you. See you next week.
Bye.
All right.
I did the freeze frame.
I was just like, oh my god.
Wait, are we definitely off the air?
I don't trust this Tim guy.
I don't trust Tim.
I feel like I'm on, what's that show with
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Disturbance podcast, and if you didn't, even better. You can show us your disdain by sharing the show from iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Google Play. Though honestly,
if you're not going to let us talk about your relationships, and
check out our Facebook page and
you gotta fucking let us
I will go live
appearances
and
as
I will
Carla,
call back
Mike,
your marriage.
Tim. Also, don't forget to check out our favorite band Bore on Spotify or purchase their new EP Bore 2 on iTunes or Bandcamp. We'll see you next week, Rageaholics.